What's happening, everybody? Hello and welcome back to Total Blast, where we discuss about everything Marvel and the MCU. Marvel Studios and Sony have no doubt given us a good show over the years when it comes to the Amazing Spider-Man. But after the last significant deal, which went south 3 years ago, we thought that would be the end of Spider-Man, and there have been recent updates regarding Spider-Man lately, and it appears that Sony and Marvel Studios have patched things up and they're about to pick up where they left off with Spider-Man saga as per recent reports and rumors. Since Marvel and Sony both stated that Peter Parker, specifically Tom Holland, would return in Spider-Man 4, there has been much discussion surrounding the movie. Kevin Feige claimed that the two companies began working on the next installment soon after No Way Home came out, though he didn't divulge a release date for Spider-Man 4. Sony executive producer Amy Pascal also confirmed Spider-Man 4 days after the initial release of No Way Home. Guys, we'll be giving out a brand new PlayStation 5 on this channel. More on how to win at the end of this video. And if this is your first time, please subscribe and enable the post notification so you don't miss out on subsequent videos. While Marvel Studios and Sony announced additional release date for some of their most eagerly anticipated movies, a recent report from the Cosmic Circle suggests that the fourth Spider-Man movie may arrive sooner rather than later. The fourth Spider-Man movie, according to the most recent report, was set to hit theaters on July 12th of 2024. Obviously, due to the constantly shifting nature of release dates in Hollywood, I would suggest that we take this news with a grain of salt. Nevertheless, if the report is accurate, a 2024 release date would mark Tom Holland's return in the Spider-Man costume much sooner than we anticipated. The most recent report also indicated that Spider-Man 4 could debut on June 7th. The rumor goes on to say that the movie would take place after Marvel Studios' Disney Plus series Daredevil Born Again, and it might feature the symbiote Venom because Spider-Man No Way Home introduced a component of the symbiote into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige and Sony executive producer Amy Pascal have both stated that they want to make additional Spider-Man films. Sony acknowledged after No Way Home, openly stating that they are currently working on a Spider-Man 4. In a recent post, industry source Grace Raldorf said on Twitter that Disney and Sony were nearing a new Spider-Man agreement. They can start working on Tom Holland's new contract after they sign. Raldorf also predicted that Spider-Man will be included in the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars under the new Disney-Sony agreement. Thus, this practice indicates that Spider-Man will be present in both Secret Wars and in the Kang Dynasty as part of this agreement. As much as this news should be taken with a grain of salt, you should also remember that just like Deadline and The Hollywood Reporter, Raldorf is a trustworthy insider who frequently leaks information that proves to be accurate. Also, even if Spider-Man 4 doesn't succeed at box office like its predecessor, Spider-Man's inclusion in the Avengers team will be a huge plus. The Sony Spider-Man universe, or rather Spider-Verse, is still giving Sony problems. So, this is an even bigger victory for the company. Then again, if the Disney/Sony partnership is only a rumor, or if the July 24th release date for the Spider-Man 4 is true, both companies will need to reach a deal as quickly as possible, as we nearly lost Spider-Man in the MCU due to some bumps in the contract in 2019, which could have been worse. While it is a known fact that Spider-Man is a well-known movie, Spider-Man's success was heavily based on his inclusion in the MCU as Spider-Man interacted with the Avengers in Captain America Civil War and in the Infinity Saga. Marvel Studios had a significant role to play in the success of that 1 billion Spider-Man film. They say curiosity kills the cat, but what if we told you that there are other MCU films that the web slinger is likely to make an appearance in the MCU? Given though that Gray specifically mentioned Avengers Infinity War, Kang Dynasty and Spider-Man 4, well, we'll get to that in a bit. Following the mind-blowing climax in Spider-Man No Way Home, there have been hints that this MCU era may experience more significant adventures shortly. Since Doctor Strange had completely erased Peter Parker's memories from everyone he ever knows or is connected to, fans have been anticipating Spider-Man 4, including himself. Moreover, many questions remain unanswered following the revelation of Peter Parker's identity in Spider-Man Far From Home. No Way Home saw Peter Parker ask Doctor Strange, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, to cast a spell that will make everyone forget that he was ever Peter Parker. But the spell was unsuccessful and accidentally opened the gate to the multiverse, which brought in its villains from the past Spider-Man movies. So, to prevent more foes from entering into this reality, Strange then performed another spell that caused everyone to forget who Peter Parker is to stop other characters from crossing over into the MCU. So clearly, Spider-Man 4 must be released before the Avengers Kang Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars. Significantly, the Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, and Avengers Secret Wars will come out before Spider-Man 5 and Spider-Man 6 because of the Venom symbiote in the post-credits scene for Spider-Man No Way Home, as it sets up Venom in the MCU. Not the same Venom from the Sony universe, sadly, not Tom Hardy's Venom, but the Venom symbiote. And the latest rumor is that Tom Holland is not going to be getting this symbiote until after Secret Wars, so that the story can kind of align with the comic plot in some way. In addition to the fact that we already know that Secret Wars will have a wide variety of variants and characters, another thing we ought to consider is how Sony's Spider-Man deal might potentially result in Tom Hardy's Venom making an appearance. Additionally, there will be a collision of universes, so why not include Tom Hardy's Venom, even if it's just for a brief cameo? Regardless of whether they are aware of Peter Parker's identity as Spider-Man or not, Doctor Strange appeared to be aware of the entire Spider-Man spell gone wrong. Even though people do not remember Peter Parker, they are still aware of Spider-Man. That being said, Spider-Man is going to be a big part of the Avengers Kang Dynasty presently being written. Thus, it would seem logical that the new deal for Spider-Man would need to be properly completed, and considering it's almost done is excellent news, because at this point, an Avenger movie cannot be made in the absence of Spider-Man. I mean, is the one and only character from the Infinity Saga that is still present in the multiverse saga. So, it's necessary. And also, the Kang Dynasty will lead directly into Secret Wars. And since it's already been established that he will be in Secret Wars movie, so it only makes sense that he should be included. This will also pave way for Marvel to introduce more Spider-Man characters into the MCU, such as Miles Morales, who had previously been hinted in Spider-Man No Way Home. But then again, just like everything else, Tom Holland won't be MCU Spider-Man forever, but he will be for quite a while, and we might even have to wait until D23 or San Diego Comic-Con for some announcement like this. However, keep in mind that Sony is most likely to make Spider-Man announcement in their own presentation. So, if they don't make one soon, they should. Remember, just like when I said I see web slingers, and by that I mean Spider-Man appearing in other places too other than movies listed by Raldolph. Well, there are also a few places in the MCU where Tom Holland or Spider-Man could shine. The first is in the Fantastic Four, where during the Amazing Spider-Man 1, he crossed over with that team several times in the comics. Now that the Fantastic Four is going to be a big part of the MCU phase, it is a likely place for a cameo, as well as the upcoming Daredevil Born Again series, which we're hearing about. Additionally, Marvel's Fantastic Four was set to be directed by John Watts, the Spider-Man trilogy's MCU director, but Watts eventually dropped out of the project, citing a desire to take a break from high-budget superhero movies. The studio is reportedly planning to bring him back for another installment of the Spider-Man series. So, his departure could spell the end of his association with Marvel. It is also important to note that Raldolph made no mention of Spider-Woman. However, any future agreement might involve Jessica Drew in addition to Peter Parker if Marvel is successful in obtaining the character from Sony. But then again, I can't wait to see how Sony Spider-Verse will pan out, and like I did say in a recent view when I talked about Spider-Verse and Madam Web, it seemed like the biggest and the scariest thing ever attempted by Sony. And if you haven't checked out that video, please make sure you go through our channel to check out all our Spider-Man covers. And back to our giveaway. We'll be giving out a brand new PlayStation 5 on this channel to one lucky subscriber once we hit a milestone of 1,000 subscribers. And all you have to do to win is watch our videos, turn on post notification, subscribe, like, and comment. And one lucky subscriber will be chosen from the comment section to win our brand new PlayStation 5. Also, we want to say thank you to everyone who has supported us this far. We truly appreciate it. Do you think that Marvel and Sony are doing the right thing by partnering again in the Spider-Man movie? Please, don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Subscribe and turn on the post notification so you don't miss out on any of our latest Marvel news. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I hope to see you in the next one.